Hey guys, welcome back to Alternative Smallholding. I'm Jazz. It is Monday afternoon and I've just running around doing some chores, and I've just this second sat down to go through this, which is my notebook of all of the plants that I'm growing this year, and then it says if they've been sown, if they've been potted on, and if they've been planted. I do this every year. It's just a really rough list. In fact, let me show you something that I found from like 2006. Hang on. Look at this. This was one of my first garden notebooks from way back in the day. Gosh, all my list of jobs to do, jobs for winter. Use stems from plants to make bug tower. Remove the large geranium. These are some of my spring sowings that I did back then. Bells of Ireland, I've never got those to grow properly, never. And there's some that I did in September. But this book, I think my nan brought me this book, and she got me a cup to go with it that's got like a saucer, but it sits on the top to stop all the bugs getting in as well, and it's like a plant pot shape, which I've still got. It's broken now, but I still got it. So it was quite interesting to find my old like garden notebook and see what things have changed, what I've decided that I'm not growing anymore. I'm not fighting that battle every year. But this year we've got this lot so far. I have to say, so far. So I'm going to turn you around and show you what we're growing in this room, and then I'll take you down to the lean-to and show you what's down there too. So this is the sowings that we've got at the moment. I'm going to start at this end and we are going to work up. In fact, let me just close the windows. There we go. You might be able to hear me better now. Right, in our February seeds to sow video, I sowed some cucumbers as an experiment to see how big they would get. And so this is what they are so far. I'm not going to talk to you about those much because they are for next week's, but this week's Monday now, isn't it? This week's video. So these are Kosovo tomatoes, and we've got some peppers here. These are the smaller ones, I think. So they're doing okay. Some more experimental cucumbers. This is purple choy, but it's going quite leggy, but I can plant it deeper, so I'm not too worried. I've got my pomia in there, and I've got my celery in there. These are lettuces that need pricking out and potting on, which I'll do in my video. This tomato is emerald green cherry. It's one of the ones with the worst germination, but you'll get there. As long as I've got one of these, I'll be happy. And then if you see all this, see here, all of these are tomatoes all the way up there, and each one has quite a few tomato plants in. So this one is, let me see, oh, this is Brad's Atomic Grape. So this is the one that I sowed in our Seeds to Sow in March video. So there you go, that's what they look like. I wasn't planning on showing you those yet, but there you go. And some of the smaller pots, say like this one. So this is door confetti, and that's only got a couple in, so I'm not going to do loads of that. But I think we've had about 95% germination on all of these tomatoes, so I'm really pleased with that. Obviously, I'm not going to be growing all of these tomatoes on, well, maybe not growing all of these tomatoes on, but we'll see, we'll see. But I think we've had, yeah, about 95% germination, which isn't bad at all. And I think our plan has about 100 in it, and there's space for about 10, 20 more, maybe. We'll see. But any ones that I don't grow, I'll be either selling for like 20p outside for some pocket money for Roo, or we'll just give them away to friends and family. So lots of tomatoes have done really, really well. These peppers here, I'm going to pot those on in our March to pot on and sow video. So the March flowers video that I said I was going to do, I'm going to combine it with the potting on video because it's a week later now with me not being on too much. We've been poorly, so I'm going to combine the two, and I'll be potting on things like peppers and lettuces and talking to you about the cucumbers and that. So we're doing that. These are my Ami Majors, and can you see how bent they are? They've been catted. Our cat Badger just come and sat his big bottom on them. I was not impressed. I think they're doing okay. I think there's a couple of broken stems here, but the rest of it, these got new leaves coming out, so I'm sure they'll be fine. And we've got some asters. I've got quite a few asters actually. There's more over here. More asters. These are Rudbeckia. These are Cherry Brandy. So a really dark, lovely red. And they're quite tiny. What else have we got? It's aubergines. Aubergines doing okay. Quite pleased with them. This is the anti-rhythm that we sowed in the January seeds video. So we'll be potting that on in our video in a couple of days. And also this tiny nicotenia. It is nicotenia, isn't it? Yeah, it is. There's tiny nicotenias. We're potting those on. This is my second sowing of amaranthus. The first one, I'll show you, look here. That is all I got out of the whole packet of amaranthus that I had, so I brought some new ones. And they are doing what they do, they'll be here soon. These are Achillea, something, the yellow one, I can't remember its name. But these are Achillea anyway, so it's a yarrow, basically. All the tomatoes. I'm so happy. They're really like strong as well. They're not. They are leaning ever so slightly. I just turn them around every day, but they're really good, strong leaves. They're not getting leggy and like they're sturdy plants. Heading down here, there's 3 more aubergines waiting to be potted on in the video. There's some more peppers, which are doing really nicely. They're loving this window and all the sun. This is my first tray of Cosmos. There will be another tray of Cosmos. This, as I said, is the one amaranthus that germinated. And here are my beloved babies. These are Cleome, and this is my second sowing of Cleome. So the first ones didn't do anything at all. So I brought fresh seed, and although this isn't a mixed variety, the other one was colour fountain, I think it was, so it was yellows, pinks and purples, whereas this is just pink. But I don't mind, I'd rather have some Cleome than none. So we've got some Cleome, and these little beauties are my hollyhocks. I've got 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm happy with those. So we're repopulating the flower garden as well as growing all of our vegetables this year. So that's why we've got lots of things like the Achillea and antirrhythms and asters, Rudbeckias and Ami Majors and that. So that's why we've got a lot of flowers as well. Tray of basil. This is our heated propagator. This is the only one I'm using this year. I used 2 last year, but this year, because I've been planning what I put in and when I put it in, probably thanks to the videos that I'm making, to be honest, it's helping me be more organised. But I am starting off the basil in the heated propagator, and the second they come through, which you'll probably, they only put these in yesterday, didn't they? Was it yesterday? Yeah. The 10th, and it's the 11th today. So when they're through, they'll come straight out the heated propagator, but they'll be kept in here because it's lovely and warm. And some cumin. We need lots of cumin. Now, this is the last of our tomatoes that are to come through. Sun Gold has done nothing as of yet. They went in late though. Black Icicle really isn't looking very healthy at all, and they went in a good while ago. So I'm Not convinced they're going to do anything. The only one we've had an absolute no-show on is Malachite Box, but we may still have something. Homestead in the Highlands sent me some Tigerella seeds, and they are coming up. I think we've got 2 Tigerella tomatoes. In fact, you need to go a bit closer to the sun now you're up. You can balance on there for a minute. This is Barry's Crazy Cherry, and I stoned that one late as well. And this is my Tithonia torch. So that's it's a big Mexican sunflower. And then this is my first test of my okra. I don't know what it's going to do, but it's in here, in the heater propagator, with a little hat on to try and keep it warm. So that's what's going on in the bedroom at the moment on these 2 tables. They go the full length of the window, and we have no problems with anything germinating and growing on. So, yay. You really need potting on, don't you, you poor little thing. I really need to get on with the March seeds to sow and potting on video. Hopefully I'll do that tomorrow. We're having a relaxing day today. We're just chilling and doing stuff, so I'll hopefully do it tomorrow. If not, it'll be up this week for sure. Definitely be up this week. So I'm going to take you downstairs now to the lean-to, and I'll show you what we've got growing on down there in completely unheated, completely unprotected, cold environment. So I'll show you what we've got, because up here it's really warm. This bedroom gets full sun all day. It is really, really warm. The seedlings just absolutely adore it in here. So this is where I start everything off if it needs warmth and looking after, because it's tender. But I'll take you downstairs and show you what else we have. Here we go. This is literally a corrugated plastic ceiling that goes on the side of our house. And the only reason it's got this cellophane on is because it had some holes and I didn't want any nastiness dripping down. And in here we have our seedlings. What you doing? You troublemaker, aren't you? Trouble. These are, come on now. These are my celeriac. I'm not growing on a whole load of them because I'm not the hugest fan. My mum likes them, so I'm growing some extras for her. But we're growing a few, and I've given some of the seedlings away to my friend, and then I've actually saved some so that I can show you how I'm potting them on for in the thingy video. I think I had a question the other day, am I growing celeriac? Yes, I am, and I will show you how in this week's video. A little sowing of rocket from the windowsill. First lot of spring onions, they'll be ready to go outside pretty soon. These are the onions that Roo grew. I'm bringing them down because the shelf's quite high up, and I'm mowing on 5'8", but the shelf's high, so these are the onions that Roo grew, and they're doing okay. But then I've not grown onions from seed before, so I don't know if this is good or bad. They're just they're alive, so that's good. What we got here? Some calendula, which are looking like they need to go. Where are we here? These are our cauliflowers. Really leggy again, but they're very healthy. So when I plant them, I'll just plant them deeper up to the leaves. Hey Roo! I'll plant them up to the leaves, so there'll be no problem with those. We have some romaine lettuce, that's coming up alright. This was our chickpea experiment to see if the ones in the packet from the health food shop would germinate, and they have, and the leaves look like they're coming out nicely. But I'm just going to keep an eye on them. It's too early for me to sow them properly yet, so I'm going to keep an eye on them and see if they do produce proper leaves, and so there's no problems with that seed. And then if it's okay, we may go on and grow a whole load of chickpeas. The first batch of leeks are coming up now. This is a scraggy mint I need to sort out. Take off all the dead stuff. It's getting all new growth. It was literally just one that I picked up, I think it was 5p at the supermarket, and I put it out here. And the cold, we had like a couple of frosts, so the cold got rid of some of it, but it's come back because I completely forgot about it, and it's coming back just fine. So if that big mint at the plot is dead, then I've got this. So this is the beetroots. They are looking fine. They're ready to go out. They're starting to topple over a bit, and we'll get those out as soon as possible, maybe this week, and I'll let you know. What's this? Oh, it's the seed horn. I'll let you know when I'm going to do that. And this is Roo's sweet peas that are just starting to come through. You see? So this is the lean-to, so that's some of the things that we've got going on out here. These are completely unprotected. This is unheated, it's really drafty. When it gets cold, it gets really cold. And none of these plants have had protection. It gets good light though, and that's what's important. For any plant that is hardy, this is where it goes. Any plant that needs hardening off from our bedroom goes onto the next windowsill, and then it comes into here, and then it will start going outside. So yeah, lots to do, lots of seedlings on the way, and I'm going to go now and relax a bit with Roo, and then I might edit this today on Monday, or you'll get it tomorrow on Tuesday. But a lot of these seedlings are in their potting on stages, and there's some things that we still need to sow, which I'm saving for the March flowers and potting on video, which will be here later this week. So thank you for watching. It's been Jazz. I'll talk to you into Smallholding, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.